What's going on, Spartans? My name is Midnight and welcome back to another amazing Doom Eternal video. In today's video, if you guys read the title, we're going to be talking about the release date of Doom Eternal. But before I even start this video, I want to ask you guys a question. Should I stream on YouTube or on Twitch? Or why not on both? The reason is because I was a streamer back in 2016 or so in Halo 5. But anyways, would you want me to stream on YouTube, Twitch, or both? Please let me know down below. And also, when do you think Doom Eternal is going to be released? Please let me know down below as well. And so let's talk about the release date of Doom Eternal. Recently I have been talking about Doom a lot in my channel. The reason is because honestly I just enjoyed the game a lot. And not only Doom 2016, I'm talking about Doom 1993, Doom 2 Hell on Earth, Doom 3, the mods Brutal Doom, and Doom Chronicles. I tried to play Doom Chronicles and my PC crashed. Press F to pay respects. Honestly, Doom might not be a very big name on multiplayer, but in single player FPS shooters, Doom is at the very top since Doom 2016. Because that comeback in single player experience was amazing, made by Bethesda and Id Software. And it was an incredible punch in the head for EA. Doom 2016 is a literal embodiment of yes, FPS single player experiences are still relevant in 2018 or in 2016 by that matter. And honestly, people don't play Doom for the multiplayer. I don't play Doom for the multiplayer. Yes, I've played the multiplayer, I like it a lot, but I mainly play Doom to have fun, and that's on the campaign, in snap map, or on arcade mode. What I'm trying to say is that if you're a fan of Bethesda, you know you have to wait a lot of time for new games. Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, Doom, and the list goes on. Right now we do not have an official release date for Doom Eternal. The only thing we do know about Doom Eternal release date is that it's going to be released in 2019. We do not know when, but it's going to be released in 2019. But I think id Software and Bethesda are going to pull a Microsoft and 343 on us with Doom Eternal. As you guys know, Halo Infinite is going to be released in late 2019, I mean December, or early 2020s, January or February. The Halo Infinite game and the Halo Real Life series are going to be released mostly at the same time, and the hype for Halo is going to be unreal on that time, because everyone is going to be talking about the TV show of Halo, and everyone is going to be talking about Halo Infinite. So the hype for Halo is going to be real as hell in late 2019 or early 2020. And I think that's going to be the same for Doom Eternal, because there's a Doom movie being made right now, and it's not a sequel for the Doom movie made in 2005 where Dwayne Johnson The Rock was in the cast. No, this new Doom movie is a complete reboot, just like Doom 2016. And some details of the movie is that UAC Space Marines are on the Phobos space station, demons are going to be the main antagonists, and we're going to be able to see the Doomsday in action in the movie. The movie is trying to stay 120% to its roots, and the movie is set to be released the 1st of January of 2019. So if id Software and Bethesda want to pull a Halo Infinite and Halo TV show on us, they're going to release Doom Eternal alongside the Doom movie, because everyone is going to be talking about the Doom movie and everyone is going to be talking about Doom Eternal. And so the hype for Doom Eternal and the Doom movie is going to be unreal. It's going to be epic as hell. But that brings us a problem. As you guys know, Bethesda takes a lot of time to publish their games. They make their developers polish their games as beautiful as they can, because as you guys know, Bethesda is a pretty epic publisher. They try to do everything as perfect as they can. Obviously their games are going to have bugs because the games they publish are on a pretty big scale. Rage, Fallout, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, like every game Bethesda does or publishes is on a grand scale, and it's obvious they are going to have bugs, but still the Bethesda games are pretty amazing and epic, and all of them are single player experiences, and a lot of people play Fallout, Skyrim, Doom, Rage. What I'm trying to say is that Bethesda and id Software pull a Microsoft and 343 on us of releasing the game alongside the movie or the TV show. Then Doom Eternal is going to be released very early, and that worries me a little bit because I want, and everyone wants, Doom Eternal to be the best Doom experience ever made, and so far the hype has been real for Doom Eternal. The gameplay on Phobos was amazing, there's a lot of Doom Eternal videos in the internet right now. The hype for Doom Eternal is real right now, and id Software needs to live to our expectations, because we know they are making a great game. id Software knows they're making a great game, but if for some reason Bethesda tries to publish Doom Eternal alongside the Doom movie, in my personal opinion, I think it's going to be released beforehand. But that is only if the Doom movie is released on the 1st of January. If you go to Amazon and type Doom Eternal, the release date for Doom Eternal is said to be the 31 of December of 2019. And I think that is a pretty long wait for Doom Eternal, because the game was released in 2016, and so having to wait almost 4 years for a single game is a little bit crazy. So my guess is that Doom Eternal is going to be released like in summer of 2019, and actually that will be a pretty good time to release Doom Eternal. The only game releasing in summer of 2019 is Gears of War 5, but that is a Microsoft exclusive, and Doom is going to be released on the Switch, on the Xbox, on the PS4 and on PC. So talking about exclusives, Doom Eternal has no competition in summer of 2019. If id Software tries to release Doom Eternal in the fall of 2019, they have to compete with Call of Duty, they would have to compete with Halo, they would have to compete with maybe Battlefield, Assassin's Creed, I don't know. So in terms of consumer and sales, it wouldn't be a pretty wise decision to release Doom Eternal in fall of 2019. Obviously, if the game hasn't been finished for summer 2019, push it for fall 2019. Do not accelerate the things id Software and Bethesda, because when a publisher tries to accelerate the release date of a game, the game turns to be complete garbage. Honestly, never release a freaking game if it's not finished. And as I told you before, the hype for Doom Eternal has been unreal right now, and id Software is in a pretty good place to either of being on the spotlight as one of the greatest developers ever made yet again, or turn everything to garbage and being remembered as a garbage developer. It is amazing. It's a pretty small team. They always do their work correctly. So I really have my hopes up for Bethesda and id Software to release a pretty amazing Doom experience on Doom Eternal. As you guys can already tell, this wasn't a video like telling you when Doom Eternal is going to be released, but it was more of a discussion video, because for the past 2 or 3 years, developers have been publishing their games without even finishing it, and then adding more features in the future as updates. For example, Halo, Battlefield, Gears of War, Destiny, and the list goes on. Everyone knows that the publishers right now, not all the publishers, but most of the publishers right now are very greedy. Activision, EA, maybe Microsoft, the list goes on. And because publishers are being greedy, we the consumers and the developers suffer by the greediness of the publishers, because we the consumers suffer a pretty bad experience for $60, and the developers suffer of all the backlash of the consumers, even though the backlash needs to go to the publishers. But there's some people that do not know that publishers publish and push the release dates for the developers for the games. But okay, in conclusion, in my opinion, the Doom movie should be released alongside the video game that is Doom Eternal, but the Doom movie is set to be released the 1st of January of 2019. And if that's the case, then no, please release Doom Eternal later that year, like in summer of 2019. But the most optimal option would be to release Doom Eternal alongside the Doom movie. So please, for the love of the Doomslayer, push the release date of the Doom movie to summer of 2019, because honestly that's the more optimal option right now. If you release a game alongside a TV show or a movie, it's going to be a great hit. And something I didn't mention is that, as I said before, details of the Doom movie is that there are UAC Space Marines on the Phobos space station, and that Doomslayer is going to make an appearance on the movie for a great part. So maybe the movie is talking about the events that happened before Doom Eternal, or at Doom Eternal, but in a movie format. Because in Doom Eternal, the Slayer arrives in Phobos, and in the Doom movie, it's said that the Slayer is going to arrive at Phobos as well. So if the movie is telling the events before Doom Eternal, then it's going to make even more sense to release the movie alongside the game. Obviously, release the movie first, and then 2 weeks later, release the game. And the hype will be unreal, goddammit. And so I apologize if this video was kinda like a drag, because honestly, I didn't have a clear image on what was I going to be talking about for this video. I honestly just sat down, turned the camera, and started talking, but I think it turned out pretty okay. I said everything I wanted to say. So okay guys, if you guys watch at the end of this video, I love you a lot. If you guys commented and subscribed and liked, I love you with all my heart. And so please leave a comment down below. When do you think Doom Eternal is going to be released, and when do you think is the best optimal release date for Doom Eternal to be released, because obviously for every publisher, release dates are very important. For example, Call of Duty and Battlefield are always fighting the release dates because they all released either on October or on November, and that's the same for Halo and Gears of War. Like, every game fights the release dates. Publishers need to have a pretty good strategy when talking about release dates and when to release your game, because honestly it's a strategy of war. So okay guys, that is all for today. If you guys like the video, slap a like on it, I'll greatly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye, take care, and I love you very much. Thank you for watching guys, I really do appreciate it. Bye bye. Mwah. Mentoxina.